Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I provide online valuation services for mediation and litigation based in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we're actually going to discuss a buyer's perspective and risk factors in business valuations with Al Danto. He has over 30 years of experience with startup companies, entrepreneurial companies, as well as expertise in the acquisition, valuation, and divestiture of business interests. He has served as a representative for a multitude of engagements. He has experience working with lenders, private equity groups, and individual purchasers or buyers. And he served on a variety of boards, including the alumni board of the Graduate School of Business at Rice University. He is also a full-time professor at Rice University, and he's a member of the NACVA, which I am also a member of. So welcome, Al.
If you look at the reality, bungee cord jumping is about 5 times safer than just getting up and going to work every day. So if I were to say to you, hey, you got the choice of getting up and going to work every day or going and bungee cord jumping. That fear that we're going to put into us to bungee cord jump is going to be a lot greater than just going to work. Mm-hmm. But it's less risky, right? So this is the perception, this fear in perception, just like I had when I bought my first company, or somebody coming in with a group of investors to put several $1 million into a business acquisition. Mm-hmm. They're going to look at these fears, and they're magnified. And there's a great concept on this called risk aversion. And I have an interesting slide on this as well next, but it's this fear that we have. The fear of losing money has more influence on people's investment decisions than their desire to make money. Okay. And these two, Tversky and Kahneman, actually won a Nobel Peace Prize. It seems like, wow, this is rocket science? Who doesn't know that? But they won a Nobel Peace Prize, in behavioral finance with this. And I don't think it's anywhere more exemplified than in buying a business, right? This fear that you have and these risks that you have that are increased. So it's a really important concept for business owners to understand, and anyone that's advising them, if you're a valuation professional or something, that these, as we build these valuation models, what is the risk, right, that the buyer is going to see in that? So it's a really important concept to get. It's really the pain of losing is a lot more than got some interns in here. But the pain of losing is a lot more than the risk to gain. But as business owners, we typically focus on the upside, right?
Yeah. And I think it's an interesting concept because, it is kind of interesting that we do get more concerned of like, oh, I'm going to spend $100 on this. Oh, I don't know. Yet we don't spend the same amount of time and consternation about like, how am I going to make $100? Right? We get so caught up in the downside that it's not really helpful.